Okay, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to understand more about the control statements. In the previous video, we have learned how to use the if else statement. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to understand how to use if, elif and else statement. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. So let us just go to the board and we are going to understand the if, elif and else statement. This control statement we are going to understand. So if, that is a keyword which we have learned in the previous video, and then there will be a condition. So I'm just writing here like condition 1. So when do we use the elif part? Elif part is when we want to check for multiple conditions, one after the other. Okay, so if there is a condition 1, okay, condition 1, and then end with a colon. So that is the syntax. If this happens, do something. So there is a 2 line of code, and then I will have elif. Now elif, what it does is we are going to check one more condition over here, that is condition 2. So if this condition fails or that is false, then it is going to come over here and check for the second condition. Okay, and if the second condition also gets false or it is false, then we can have one more condition and so on. So basically this is called as, this will be, okay, this will be condition 3. So condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. If condition 1 is false, it is going to check for the condition 2. If this is false, it will check for the condition 3. And then what I can do at the very last, if all the condition gets false, then I will have the else part. Okay, and then there is some line of code. Please remember that this else part will come at the very last. Okay, after all the conditions, then comes the else part. Now, such a structure, okay, we call that as branching. Okay, this is called as branching, where everything, okay, is connected together. So this makes actually a one statement. This is one branch. It starts from here and ends till the else part. So that's one complete branch, you can say. So it is called as branching. Okay, so now let us just take the example, and we will take an example of a number x, which is there is some value to this x. Okay, right now I'm just keeping it as 10. Okay, and then what we are going to do is we're going to check whether this number is a positive number or whether this number is a 0 or it's a negative number. So how I can do that is, if that's the keyword, then the condition. So I will check whether x is greater than 0, right? Greater than 0, right? And then colon. If it is greater than 0, then starts the indentation part. Please understand the indentation part, very, very important. Many of them, they make mistakes with the indentation. So there is a 4 space, 1 tab over here. And then I can say that the number is positive, right? So it's going good. If the number is greater than 0, number is positive, then I can have an elif part, and I will check whether x is equal to 0. Okay, so if this condition goes false, which means that number is, okay, not greater than 0, then it will check whether number is equal to 0. So if it is equal to 0, I can simply print number is 0, right? And at the last, I can have the else part. So what does this logically means? If the number is not greater than 0 and the number is not equal to 0, that means I can straight away print. I don't need to check whether it is less than 0. It straight away means that the number is negative, right? It's negative. So simple. Close that. Okay, so this is one of the example. So this is the condition. If it goes false, then it will check whether the number is 0. Even if this goes false, then the else part will get executed, that the number is negative. Okay, so let us take one more example. One more example we can have is the student's grade. We can generate the grade depending on the marks. So let me just have a variable with the name, or not grade, it should have marks. Okay, if the marks, right now, I'm not going to give that input. I'm just giving a random value, something like maybe 92. Okay, so it can be any number. We can have that user input, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to check whether this if, okay, now this is, do not get confused. I'm making this small m, okay, small m, so marks. So if marks, if it is greater than or equal to 90, if it is greater than and equal to greater than or equal to 90, then I'm going to print, that is the grade will be, okay, so I will say grade A. I'll print something like this. And now please understand that indentation. Okay. Then I can give Elif. Now this will go the branching that we spoke about. Marks, if it is, you know, if it is greater than, just, okay. If it is greater than, maybe, greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to 75. And now I'm going to use a logical operator, and that is and marks is less than 90. It makes a lot of sense, right? So if marks is greater than equal to 90, if it is greater than 90 or equal to 90, grade A. If this condition goes false, so we will check if the marks is greater than equal to 75, okay, but it has to be less than 90, right? So in that case, but it actually logically, it really does not matter to check whether it is less than 90. So if you really, we'll just check with the inputs, right? We don't actually require this. So if it is greater than equal to 75, so I'm going to print, that is grade maybe B, right? And then again, Elif marks, if it is greater than equal to 60, there is a colon over here, that is print, and it will be grade C. And then at the very last, I can give the else part, and the else part I will print, that is the grade will be D. That's it. Okay. So this is also one of the examples. So I was just, checking one more condition, whether it is less than or something 90, but we don't really need to do that. If you really think logically, suppose it's 92 over here, right? So marks is greater than equal to 90. It is greater than 90, in fact. So it is going to print the grade A. So if it prints grade A, rest of the part is going to get skipped, right? And now let us assume that marks is 80. Okay, so marks is not greater than or equal to 90, right? This condition goes false over here. Then it is going to come and check over here whether marks is greater than or equal to 75. Yes, it is greater than 75, that is 80. So it will print grade B, right? So this is working. So this is also one of the example how to use if, elif, else. Okay, so I hope that this video was very much useful to you. Now in the upcoming videos, we're going to talk more about the control statements. We're going to talk about the loops. Okay, bye till then. Thank you so much.